Jai Shri Krishna. Very good afternoon to all of you and welcome to our Saturday Satsang. Today's topic for reflection and introspection is acceptance. We will explore the crevices of our own understanding to understand the word acceptance very deeply. In relationship to all the situations that we undergo in our life, it is very important for us to understand what does acceptance truly mean. For a lot of people, it's a very shallow understanding. As I interact with a lot of people every day, I realize that what they say is I'm in acceptance of this is something which is not as deep as it should be. So when you understand what this word deeply means, probably it'll help each one of us to get into the mode of acceptance and allowing life to be as it is. So before we begin to understand the word acceptance, let us understand the three levels of our existence, the three levels of our being. You see, we are coexisting at three different levels. There are three personas of our existence. There is a gross existence, our physical existence, which we are very aware of all the time, our body and our physical movement here and there and all that it undergoes through the day, aches and pains and pleasure and pain. We are aware of our gross. We are also aware of the gross, which is tangible and visible around of us. Then there is a second level of existence, the subtle level, where we are experiencing things in our mind and in our senses. We perceive things as good or bad. We are constantly judging. We are constantly forming opinions in our mind about things that we hear, things that we see, and things that we collectively understand as an event around us. And then there is a third level of our existence, and that is a very deeper causal level, a very eventual level where things are automatically happening, and rarely are we stationed at this level to notice that things are happening. We are mostly involved in our gross and subtle existence, where most of the times we are made to believe by default of Maya. We are made to believe that we are doing things and we are responsible for all that we are doing, and that's why things are happening, and that's how we are experiencing them. We are involved, our whole equipment is involved in the gross and the subtle. Rarely do we dwell upon the deeper causal eventual level. So when we talk about acceptance now, what is acceptance? Acceptance is when you receive something, anything. It may be at the physical level, you receive something from someone, or you receive something at emotional, subtler level. That means you hear a compliment or you hear an abuse. Whatever you're receiving, if you wholeheartedly take it, then it is acceptance. We say that we are accepting it. Receiving something at a physical level, emotional, subtle level, or even at a deeper level, causal, eventual level. Receiving something at a causal, eventual level is something like finding oneself in a situation and you wonder, where does this happen? How did this happen? You're not physically doing anything, but something is happening. When the happening process is starkly visible and you find yourself in a situation that was unplanned or that was not particularly done the way you normally plan, then your attention also goes into the deeper level of happening, and that is the causal level or an eventual level. So acceptance, when receiving happens at these three levels, acceptance also happens at these three levels. And normally, if all these three levels are in tune with each other, if all the three levels, that means if you accept something physically, emotionally, subtly, and at a very deeper level of a causal level of understanding, where you understand that there is something deeper and that is why this is happening, then if these three levels aligned with each other, then the acceptance is complete. And rarely does this happen, because we find ourselves in resistance somewhere or the other. In one of the levels, you're resisting to what is happening. For instance, a physical discomfort, a hurt, or you get hurt somewhere on the body, or you fall down, or there is something that's hurting or paining in the body. Sometimes at a mental, emotional level, you're accepting it. You even accept it at a deeper level, where you understand that this has happened as per ordinance or as per destiny. But at the physical level, there's so much of pain you're experiencing that the acceptance is not there. On the other hand, sometimes you accept something physically. For instance, somebody gifts you something and you take it as a social norm or as a familial norm. You accepting something physically, but emotionally, mentally, you don't like what has been given to you. You hate something that has been gifted to you, and then there is a controversy, and there is a rebel, and there is a resistance in the mind that I don't like what this is. How dare he give this to me? Or how could he think of gifting this to me? Etc. So you're rejecting at an emotional, mental, subtler level. And so acceptance at the physical level, but not at the subtler level. And then there are situations that we all undergo in our lives where we suddenly, there is a downfall, or we lose money, or we have lost in something that we were so arduously pursuing, a lot of hard work, and there are no returns to something which was so passionately pursued. In situations and circumstances where the physical and emotional was in 100% tandem, but somehow things don't turn out the way you wanted them to turn out, then also there is a resistance, and this resistance comes from a very deeper level, from a deeper causal level, where you are just not able to find yourself in terms with the way things are. You're just not able to, we say in our common English usage, we say you're just not able to digest it. Any eventuality, anything, any event that just doesn't happen the way it was planned or the way we wanted it to happen, and we just can't digest it, we just can't take it. So when we talk about the word acceptance, it is whole and complete. It is 100% only when it is so at all these three levels. Otherwise, it creates resistance, and resistance, when created in the body at any level, physical, mental, emotional, or deeper, creates toxic energy, which is not pro-living, which is not pro-life. Acceptance 100% at all these three levels is a very difficult thing, and it's an ability and a gift that a yogi experiences normally. 100% acceptance of whatever is happening in life. It is a kind of an alignment that happens with a lot of spiritual discipline and a lot of committed practices that one would take up on day-to-day basis. But I feel that even if you if one intellectually understands that these three levels of acceptance are to be observed when you want to be in tandem with life situations, moment to moment, each moment. Otherwise, a rebel or a resistance at any of these three levels can drain one of a lot of energy, and the person is then not available into the present moment to be able to perform or to be able to go forward with life, or to cope up with life, because life is moving, it's in a continuum, and for us to be able to walk with it at ease, there has to be acceptance of everything as it is at all these three levels. So it's not that these resistances or these fight backs will not happen. They will certainly happen for a normal person, because that's the norm of Maya, and that's the norm, and that's the way we are made by default. But to become aware and to understand that, I am resisting at a mental level, or I am resisting at a physical level, or I am just not digesting it at a deeper level. Even to understand this eases out some of your energy and saves you of a very big battle inside. And you're able to, divert your energy system into, I won't use the word coping up with the situation, but rather moving ahead, moving on with situations, every moment moving on with your with your. So acceptance does not necessarily mean that you just take any kind of a crap that is put on you. No, it doesn't mean that. It means that when you live a life of discipline and awareness and knowledge, and when you try to be in the light all the time, then a situations normally are taken care of at a deeper level, very deeper level. We say that divine help and divine intervention is constantly there as an ally, as something that walks with you all the time, and you don't get into difficult situations normally. And it is when there is disharmony at all these three levels that there is chaos outside. It's like chaos inside and chaos outside. For people who learn to live in acceptance and people who learn to flow in acceptance, there is no chaos inside, which is why there is minimum chaos outside. And we don't find ourselves in situations that need you to contemplate on this kind of alignment all the time. But that apart, there is a story that each one of us has at a deeper level, from a causal level. We all have a blueprint of life. We all have a story. We have a destiny. We have fate. And in this destiny, in this fate, are moments inscribed that were there were events from our previous lives and from our births of ignorance, a lot of ignorance that we've been experiencing for several lives. So there are events there that manifest as happenings in the present times, and some of them are unpleasant. And when you live a life of discipline and awareness and deep commitment to being in the light and to be with the flow of life, when you come across something which is very unpleasant, you're asked to calm down and to reflect at all these three levels. Where am I resisting? At the physical, mental, emotional, or the deeper level? And this resistance needs to be removed. When you remove this resistance, you accept the way things are, and then are able to will and make a choice whether you want to continue to be in that difficult situation, or you wish to make a physical change, to move away, to make decisions, to move away, or to be able to continue. And these decisions, of course, are based on a lot of practical, social, familial, um, pointers, where sometimes people are not able to move away from something that is unpleasant and is being presented day-to-day basis. Then they have to develop deep level of acceptance, not only at the gross, at the subtle, but also at a deeper causal level, where they learn to surrender these situations day-to-day basis unto the divine, unto the light, and are able to groom themselves to be in deep, complete acceptance of the script as it is. Few are able to do that, and in the worldly parlance, we normally say that this is suffering, and why should one, continue with suffering? That's a very personal choice. There are people that choose to be in those situations for several other reasons, which are valid, and they have justification for them. And for those who do not find justifications and don't find any validity in continuing with discomfort, then they should learn to make a movement. And so it's important that we take in our daily prayers and in our daily contemplation, in our daily upasana, we take this, that may the Lord clear our life path in such a way that we don't have any discomforting situations. And if they do come, may I have the strength to bear them and accept them wholeheartedly. And if needed, may I have the strength to move away from these situations wholeheartedly. In any which way, a contradiction at these three levels, in any of these three levels of acceptance, is a very energy draining experience. And so it's first important for us to understand, where is the resistance coming from? Is it coming from the physical level, or is it coming from the subtler level, or is it coming from a helplessness at a very deeper eventual level? Even if it is coming from a very deeper eventual level, from a very deeper causal level, one can dwell into the strength of one's own light and make changes in life and make results in life that can help you to bring into alignment all these three levels of one's existence. So our today's guided session is based on this exercise of bringing into alignment all our three levels of existence, bringing into alignment and complete acceptance at all these three levels, so that we allow life to be the way it is. And in the calm of our hearts and in the serenity of our acceptance, we are able to make decisions of our life. We are able to make choices of our lives that would be supported with the strength of our newfound calm inside. So there has to be acceptance first, and then action for whatever you wish to make as a change. Without acceptance, change becomes difficult because it involves a lot of energy. It involves a lot of energy. It can be exhausting. It can be draining, and it can be actually, something like a complete war against something within. So acceptance is a state in which all the three levels of your existence hold hands with each other. They come in tandem with each other and are able to make choices and decisions that would take you into a better phase of your life. So today, let us, again, touch the deep levels of our heart and do a beautiful lucid visualizing, a beautiful lucid meditation to be able to heal ourselves deeply and bask in this beautiful light of acceptance, allowing nature to shower its blessings on us, to let the divine invoke strength, courage, patience, tolerance, forbearance, to be able to accept everything the way it is, and then to make intelligent, wise choices that are soulful and that are intelligent and pro-evolution. Let us close our eyes and enter into this deep state of calm. Before that, let me say a small prayer, and then I will guide you into the chambers of your heart to take you to all the levels of your awareness through the crevices of your heart and invoking the light within. Please close your eyes. Let us do this small little prayer. Ekadantam chaturhastam pashamapushadharinam radam cha vardam hastair vibhranam mushakadhvajam raktam lambodaram shurpakarnakam raktavasasam raktagandhanuliptangan raktapushpai supujitam Bhaktanukampinam devam jagatkaranam achyutam avibhutam cha srishtayadau prakrite purushat param evam dhyayati yo nityam sayogi yoginam varaha Om namo vratapataye namo ganapataye namah pramathapataye namaste stu lambodharaya ekadantaya vignanashine shivasutaya Shri Varadamurtaye Namo Namaha. With your eyes closed and focus on your hearts, with your eyes closed and focused deep into your heart, I want you to take your attention deep inside the chamber of your hearts. When you stop breathing for a moment, if you just stop breathing for a moment, you will be able to very quickly slip into the chambers of your heart. Go deep into the chambers of your heart, deeper and deeper inside. These guided meditations, these guided healing sessions are magical and powerful because they go with the power of your mind and the power of your prana. Each word that you utter is received by the prana as a command. And when you're surrendered, when you're calm, and when you go travel deep inside, every word is taken by the prana and things happen exactly the way you say them. So I want you to take your attention deep into your heart, going deeper and deeper and deeper inside the chamber of your heart. As you travel deep into the chamber, as you see awareness going deeper and deeper, look at yourself as a small, tiny person. Go deeper inside. Stand near the entrance of a beautiful, wide, lighted, beautiful space. Let your awareness go inside the chamber of your heart like a small, tiny person. It's as if you are a small, tiny person. And you go travel inside and stand at the gate of a beautiful, lighted, well-lighted place inside your heart. It's expansive and beautiful. As your awareness stands there, as you go inside, see yourself go inside the space. As you go inside this lighted space, going more and more deeper, go to the center stage. As you go into the center stage, you see you're in the middle of this beautiful lighted space. The Hriday, the space of your heart, this beautiful lighted space in the center of your heart is a very profound spiritual ground where you can let your awareness be seated and you can be in communion with the universe. You can be in communion with the divine. I want you to go center stage and sit down there like a yogi. Look at yourself sitting down there like a yogi. Above your head, you see there is a beautiful opening of light. There's so much of smoke there, beautiful misty smoke which is so divine. Look at this shower on your head. Look at this mist shower on your head. As if there is somebody sending you so much of comfort, so much of light, so much of joy. It's coming from above your head and showering on you, spreading all over your body, giving you this cool, misty sensation on the body. Let this light fall on you, shower on you more and more, more and more, more and more, as if you're standing and sitting, as if you're sitting, seated like a yogi in the shower of mist. All the mist is falling on you, on your head, and spreading all around you. Look at yourself sitting there. Deep into our hearts, we make this sincere prayer. Look at yourself, the awareness, the small tiny person that you are. Look at yourself with folded hands on your heart. Look at yourself receiving this light and this mist and making a deep, sincere prayer to the universe. May this mist, may this white light, may this beautiful life force energy shower on me and penetrate deep into every cell of my body. May this white light travel through all the bits and parts of my body. May every cell of my body receive this light. And may every cell of my body bounce with joy, burst out with so much of light. May every cell of my body receive this mist, receive this healing light. May anything dark in any corner of my body, may anything dark in any cell of my body convert into light. May all resistance in my body dissolve in surrender to this light. May all that is dark convert into light. May all that is resisting surrender and get converted into this light. As I breathe in, as I breathe out, with so much of ease, as I breathe in and as I breathe out. Such an automated blessing in my body, my breath. Just the way my breath inhales and exhales. In the same way, every cell of my body vibrates in tandem with the universe, in tandem with the automatic system of life. May every cell of my body come in a beautiful rhythm of harmony with life itself, just the way my breath automatically goes in and comes out. There is nothing that stops my breath. There is nothing, no resistance that interferes with my breath. Just the way my breath and life are friends with each other. In the same way, may my acceptance be in friends with life and the pulse of life within me. May each cell of my body reciprocate with love. May each cell of my body surrender to this light. And may all the cells of my body come in a beautiful rhythm with my life. May the inside and the outside be in harmony. May all the three levels of my existence, the physical, the mental, emotional, and the deeper causal, come in a beautiful synchronicity, come in a beautiful harmony and tandem. May there be no resistance, no ripples, no vibes of anything contradicting between these three. May I be blessed with such a conscious awareness. May I be blessed with this deep intelligence and this deep knowing, the deep understanding of bringing all my three levels in harmony with each other. May I learn to be in complete acceptance of all that is each moment. And may I be showered with the strength to make all the changes in my life consciously, which are pro-evolution and which are inherently hand in hand with the deeper intelligence of my soul. May I have this strength. May I be blessed with this deeper knowing. May I be blessed with deep, soulful awareness of all that is in my life. As you pray and as you inhale and exhale and as you become aware of your breath, be aware that you're soaking in this beautiful misty white light. It has nurtured you and showered you and filled out every cell of your body. In complete acceptance can healing happen. In complete acceptance can change happen. In complete acceptance can you tap into the power of your soul. In complete acceptance does the divine take you unto his protection. With this deep understanding and with this deep knowing, come back into the awareness of your body. Get up from that seat in the center stage. Be thankful for the showering misty light on you. In your awareness, look up at the source of this misty light. Put your hands together with deep gratitude and thankfulness for this divine showering. Turn around and come back to the gate of this beautiful lighted space. Look at your awareness dissolve now as you move backward, and bring your awareness now back into your body. Physically put both your hands on the heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your hands and arms. Rub your palms together. Wipe your face. Be aware of your face. Be aware of the person you are. In deep calm, cover your eyes and then open your eyes and look back into the screen. These beautiful guided lucid sessions are extremely calming and extremely healing. May you be showered with this wisdom to be aware of what level of acceptance are you in, and what level is your acceptance and resistance stopping each other. At what level is all of this, what is happening within you, happening? May we be blessed with this awareness, may we be blessed with this intelligence, and may we be healed at every cell, at every level of our being, to be showered with these blessings of 100% acceptance of life the way it is. Jai Shri Krishna, and I'll see you again next Saturday. God bless us all.